Game preview, March 16th. Utah Hockey Club vs. Vancouver Canucks. In the most important game of the season to date, the Utah Hockey Club 29-26-11 faces the Vancouver Canucks 31-24-11 tonight at Rogers Arena, while both teams jockey for the 8th and final playoff position in the Western Conference. Utah is 4 points behind Vancouver in the standings, but could pull within a game of the Canucks with a regulation win tonight. Utah is 5-3-2 since the Four Nations face-off break, while Vancouver is 5-6-0 in that span. Tonight's matchup. Tonight's game carries significant implications for the wild card race, with a potential 4-point swing resulting from a regulation finish. The Canucks have won 4 of their last 6 games, including a 6-2 dismantling of the Chicago Blackhawks last night. Artur Silovs started in net last night for Vancouver, so it is likely that Utah will face the Canucks' #1 goaltender, Kevin Lankinen, tonight. Lankinen is 23-12-7 with a 2.55 goals against average and a .90 for-save percentage. Defenseman Kywin Hughes will also be in the lineup for Vancouver tonight. Hughes missed the last meeting with Utah due to injury, and his presence makes the Canucks a far more dangerous team. The blue liner ranks third amongst all defensemen with 62 points, 15 G, 47 A, despite missing 14 games to injury this season. Standings update. WC1. Minnesota Wild, 79 points. WC2. Vancouver Canucks, 73 points. Calgary Flames, 71 points. St. Louis Blues, 71 points. Utah Hockey Club, 69 points. Anaheim Ducks, 65 points. Who to watch? Utah, number 82 Kevin Stenlund. Stenlund notched his first multi-goal performance of the year with a goal and an assist on Friday in Seattle. The forward is now up to 17 points, 9 G, 8 A on the year, marking a new career high after he posted 15 points, 11 G, 4 A, last season with the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Vancouver, number 40 Elias Pettersson. Elias Pettersson has found a scoring groove recently and now has 4 goals in his last 5 games after a tally against Chicago last night. The two-way centerman is now tied for second on the team with 15 goals this season. Look back. Utah missed out on 2 points Friday night in a 4-2 regulation loss to the Seattle Kraken at Climate Pledge Arena. Utah led 2-1 in the second period after goals from Nick Schmaltz and Kevin Stenlund, but a deflection off Brandon Montour's skate tied the game at 2-2 for Seattle late in period 2. Halfway through the third, a Utah turnover led to a Kaapo Kakko goal to give the Kraken a 3-2 edge. Eeli Tolvanen scored twice for Seattle, including the empty netter. For Utah, Stenlund finished with a goal and an assist, while John Marino provided a helper on both Utah markers. Last meeting. Utah picked up a massive win after knocking off the Vancouver Canucks 2-1 at Delta Center on February 23rd. Vancouver's Jake DeBrusk opened the scoring in the second period, but Logan Cooley found the back of the net just 2:08 later to tie the game at 1-1. With 5:53 left in the third, Dylan Gunter capitalized on Utah's 4th power play of the night. Utah outshot Vancouver 32-15, marking the second fewest shots allowed in a game by Utah this season. Goaltender Karel Vejmelka earned the win, stopping 14 shots. Notably, Vancouver's top defenseman Quinn Hughes was not in the lineup, leaving the Canucks to play without their leading scorer. Close games. Many of Utah's recent games have been significant for playoff implications, but they've also been tightly contested on the ice. Utah has played 32 one-goal games this season, the second most in the NHL. 11 of Utah's last 18 games have been decided by just 1 goal, and 16 of Utah's last 18 contests have been decided by either 1 or 2 goals. Utah is July 14th, 11 in games decided by 1 goal, while Vancouver is April 15th, 11. Against wild card hopefuls. Utah is trying to chase down 3 teams in the race for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Western Conference, the Calgary Flames, Vancouver Canucks, and St. Louis Blues. The Mountain Blue has a combined record of 6-1-0 against those teams this year, with another opportunity to gain ground coming tonight against the Canucks. In those 7 contests, Utah has outscored the opposition 24-13 while averaging 3.43 goals for and 1.86 goals against. Utah has beaten Vancouver twice by 1 goal, posted 5 goals against Calgary twice, and scored 4 times against St. Louis twice. The team has not allowed more than 3 goals in any of the games against these 3 Western Conference foes. Look ahead. Utah concludes a 3-game road trip on Tuesday with a matchup against the Edmonton Oilers. The team returns home to face the Buffalo Sabres on Thursday, March 20th.